What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? It is Monday, June 28th, 2021. I'm your host, Ty, and this is Smarter Gambling. So, hope everyone had a great weekend. So, today we're doing the show from Tendy Town. That's because, for the most part, everything is green. NASDAQ is flying, S&P is up, crypto is flying, so only thing down is the Dow Jones. But overall, very, very good day. A lot of green, so hope you guys made money. I made some money today. So, got a great show for you guys today. As always, we're going to do our daily stocks and crypto review. And for the analysis, no news today, surprisingly. So no news today, and for the analysis, we're going to do AMC, MMAT, that's Torchlight Energy, the new Torchlight Energy, post-merger. We're going to talk about MRIN, CVM, and NTLA. And as always, we're going to get to our Yolos. So, great show for you guys today. Now, before we begin, please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. Hey, Zakaria, what's up, man? Appreciate you for being here, as always. Alright, let's do it. Okay. It's a little noisy outside. Apologize for that. All right. Okay, so the Dow Jones finishes down 0.44%. The NASDAQ finishes up 1.25%. Very nice. NASDAQ is really hot. It's been running. So tech is up, growth is up. Very nice. And the S&P 500 finishes up 0.23%. That was in the red, I believe, for most of the day. So strong close there. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, so wow. Apple keeps moving. Apple's finally moving. Not trading sideways. Apple's up 1.25%. We got ALF. That's been running last week, really hot. Still running. That's up another 8.71%. Damn, it is hot in here. We got AMC up 7.49%, and we'll discuss this a little bit later. Got ATOS down 4.29%. Yeah, so I shorted this one today at like 7.85, I think was the price I got in. And I was up like 10% on that. And then it came all the way back throughout the day, and then I got stopped out at my entry point. So ended up making nothing on that, but I didn't lose anything, so could have been worse. Not too upset about it. But I'm like, damn, you know, should have cashed at 10%. But, oh well, that's how it goes. Okay, we got BlackBerry up 5.61%. Bed Bath & Beyond up 5.98%. We got CCIV up 7.23%. Wow, Carnival Cruise, that's down 7%. Interesting. Wonder if something happened. Clover down 1.31%. Coinbase up 9.86%. That is flying. Probably just because crypto had a really good day today, but really nice day for Coinbase. We got CRISPR. That's like a low-key meme stock. That's up 6.39%. What else we got here? DraftKings up 2%. Wow, Etsy up 7.36%. That's pretty surprising. Facebook, really nice day for Facebook. That's up 4.18%. TRCH got reverse split. You should have gotten shares of MMAT. That's kind of weird, low roller. Maybe it didn't fully convert yet. Not sure which brokerage you use, but your share should have automatically converted. That's really weird. Yeah, I really don't know, man. Maybe talk to your brokerage, because your share should have from TRCH should have automatically converted to MMAT. I don't know, man. But that's true. You had fractional shares, but then you should have gotten fractional shares of MMAT. Robinhood, yeah, that figures. You know, they're a mess. And their customer service is pretty bad too. You know, I don't think you can call them, and then when you email them, they take like a month to get back to you. So yeah, that's really unfortunate, man. I'm really not sure what's going on there, but you definitely should have gotten shares of MMAT. It might be the fractional shares, but I really don't think so. Even if you had fractional shares, it should automatically convert back to. It should have automatically converted to MMAT. So not quite sure what's going on there, man. But sorry about that. That's really unfortunate. All right. What else we got here? Hertz. Wow, that was flying today. I didn't see that. I think I saw that when it was up like 10%. That's up 31.11%. So, really nice day for Hertz. Jumia, that's the African Amazon. That's up 7.41%. Got Li Auto up 6.41%. Really, all the Chinese EV stocks are really up today. Got Marathon up 6.81%. You know, that's the Bitcoin stock. Low roller, maybe give it. I don't know. Maybe give it a day or two, but that's really weird, man. Zoom is pumping. I didn't see Zoom, but we could take a look at that. Got MicroStrategy up 13.48%. Probably just because that's pretty much a crypto stock now. So that trades with crypto. Kind of pegged to crypto. Microvision up 6%. Norwegian Cruise down 6.09%. So looks like the cruise lines are getting wrecked today. I really don't know why, but pretty strange. NEO is up 9.61%. I sold way too early. Nikola up 4.59%. Nvidia up 5%. Wow. Really good day for Nvidia. Ocugen up 3.35%. That's still running. And we got Orphazyme down 7.77%. Not surprised there. Stock is so volatile. But I did sell some puts on Orphazyme for the $5 strike, so hopefully it doesn't come down to $5, but if it does, then I'm in at $5. Okay, we got Palantir did really well today. That's up 2.24%. Plug up 7.19%. Wow, Peloton up 4.47%. Roblox up 7%. Ride, Lordstown Motors, that's up 7.18%. I still don't understand why people are buying this. You know, after the CEO and the CFO literally resigned because they thought they were going bankrupt. But hey, more risk, more reward. Riot's up 9.74%. Probably just general trading with crypto. We got Skills, that's up 6.6%. That's been mooning. SoFi, this was number one trending today for a little bit. This just went public like last week or 2 weeks ago. I can't remember, but pretty new stock. A lot of apes like it. That's up 4.11%. Nvidia's pumping due to stock split. Didn't they already split though? Like they already announced it. That's kind of weird. Yeah, sorry guys, someone is blasting music outside. Apologize for that. No one in New York City has any courtesy. Okay, we got Square up 2.78%. Tilray up 2.36%. Tesla up 2.5%. Wow. Viacom up 5%. Viacom, I don't want to jinx it because I'm a big Viacom bull, but the past week and the start of this week today, that's been running up. It went from like $40 all the way to 46, in a few trading sessions, and then there's a lot of positive sentiment now, a lot of bulls on stock twits and Wall Street bets. It's gaining talk. So fingers crossed. Hopefully this thing keeps going. Got Workhorse up 8.65%. And Zoom's up 4.4%. So, yeah, overall, really, really nice day. What's the news on Zoom? I don't know if there is news on Zoom. But it was up 4.4%. That's not too crazy. Let's see. I mean, it just says the C19 Delta variant. There's more concerns about that, so maybe some people think we're going to be staying at home even longer. But no like specific news or anything to justify that. But yeah, pretty good day for Zoom. But that is the stock market today. Very, very nice day. A lot of green. So now let's see what's going on with crypto. All right, here's crypto. So crypto's up 7.23% today. Really, really nice day for crypto. Everything is mooning. I mean, much needed because last week everything was like blood red. Jeez, here comes the sirens. I'm just gonna talk over it. Sorry, guys. So yeah, Bitcoin's up 4.4%. Really good day for Ether. Ether's up 15.7%. Wow. Very, very nice. Binance up 7.5%. Cardano up 4.9%. Dogecoin up 5.3%. XRP up 6.4%. Polkadot up 9.5%. But I think Polkadot did really bad last week, so big comeback there. ICP went up 50% yesterday. I wasn't paying attention. I was busy yesterday. But let me take a look at that, actually, when I get there. Bitcoin Cash up 11.3%. Solana up 10.8%. Litecoin up 7.8%. Chainlink up 12.6%. Yeah. Everything is up like at least like 5%, it looks like. Polygon up, Theta. Yeah, ICP is up 22% today. Let's take a look at that graph real quick. I mean, yeah, overall it's a downtrend. Imagine FOMOing. Imagine when this ICO'd and then you FOMO'd in at like 500, like in the 400 range. Ouch. Yeah, that's why I don't believe in like really buying IPOs or ICOs or anything like that. Pretty typical. But yeah, you know, crypto is up really big today. Look at that. Shiba Inu up 8.6%. So I don't really see any red. Big difference from last week. Last week I didn't see any green. This week I don't see any red. So really good news for crypto bulls. Hopefully it keeps going. All right. So no news today. So let's just get right into the analysis. So today we got AMC, MMAT, MRIN, CVM, and NTLA. Oops. Alright, so first one, AMC. Okay, so here's AMC. So this is up. So this is AMC. Finishes at 58.11 cents today. $58.11. And that's up 7.49%. Now there wasn't any like big news or anything for this move, but some minor news. So let's read some of that. Yeah. So Fast and Furious 9. Yeah, that came out this weekend. That made $70 million in the U.S. Yeah, 2 million people watched movies. 2 million people watched movies this weekend between Thursday and Sunday, making this the busiest weekend since AMC theaters closed in March of 2020. So just a lot of business this weekend. You know, everyone wants to get back outside, go spend time with their families, and you know, everyone's getting vaccinated now. So a lot of sales, positive sentiment. So not quite sure if how much of that had to do with the stock movement today, but probably a little bit did. Some of it did. But anyway, let's analyze. So right now, it's sitting on this support of about 58. So if it goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 62.5. And then the all-time high of 72.62. And then if it breaks that, nobody really knows where it's going to go. That'd be uncharted territory, and the market will decide for itself. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 51.5, 48. And if it breaks that, this could be really bad. If it breaks 48, this can come back to 37.5, 32, 30, excuse me, 26, and then back to 20. So really, really wide channels here. There's going to be a lot of price movement no matter which way this goes, as we've been seeing already. The RSI, wow, it is really hot. I'm sweating. The RSI is at 63. So not overbought, not overvalued, but pretty high up there in terms of RSI. It's approaching overbought territory. But it is coming down. It was in overbought territory for a while. The volume was 99 million today, which is not too much, quite honestly, compared to how the volume in the past couple weeks. So that kind of makes me wonder, kind of seems like a fluke. Usually you don't, things don't go up 7.5% on no volume. So a little bit suspicious there. Little weird. So I'd be kind of cautious. But, lagging a little bit. But yeah, AMC just keeps consolidating. It seems like it's consolidating between 62.5 and 51.5. So this will probably consolidate for a little longer, or a lot longer, who knows. But clearly it's been consolidating. And then once it's done consolidating, it's either going to break out and rocket up, or it's going to drill back down to earth. So, yeah, that's AMC. Good news over the weekend. 2 million people went to go see movies. Probably had some effect on the stock, but can't say how much. But, really nothing. This isn't anything crazy for AMC. This is typical AMC. I reached 170. Yeah, I hit that yesterday. Was really happy. We should have FOMO'd in at 14 to 15 for AMC. Yeah, back before it took off, I wanted to get in at 12, but not 12, 9. I was waiting for it to pull back to 9, when it was sitting around 12. Never did, and then missed it. But hey, can't be too upset about it. There's opportunities everywhere in the market. So that was a big missed opportunity, but it is what it is. On to the next. That's how it goes. Have a short memory when it comes to these things. At least you didn't lose money in it. It's never a bad thing when you complain about, oh, I could have made more, or damn, I missed this one. Like, at least you didn't lose money. Then you have a legit reason to be upset when you're in the red. But low-key, I do want AMC to come back down, so I can start selling puts on this and possibly take a position. Because eventually I'd like to get into AMC, but not at this price. This is just pretty ridiculous. And then it might even, shoot up to a new all-time high. But you gotta resist FOMO. Yeah, sometimes FOMO works, but most of the time it doesn't, and you just got to stay in your discipline. If it doesn't, if you missed it, you missed it. Just don't FOMO in when you missed it. That'd be a really big mistake. But yeah, that's AMC. Oh, got unusual options activity. AMC options, $100. Maybe if it pulls back, I definitely wouldn't buy calls right now. I mean, I wouldn't buy calls or puts because, look at the IV right here. Everything's like over 150% IV. It's just way too expensive for these options right now. So selling options would be a good idea, but You know, the price at $58 is just kind of high to be selling puts. And you could sell covered calls, but that'd be kind of expensive. You would need at least 100 shares of AMC. So it's pretty hard to make a good play on AMC right now with all these current conditions. But eventually I'd like to. Okay, so unusual options activity. Where was it? I saw one. Yeah, down here. Pull up my calculator. Okay. So we see down here, we had a big trade for, so this was call options, straight up call options for December 17th, 2021 at the $145 strike. And we see here, this was 2,282 options traded. And that was for $1,110 each. So we do that math. Yeah, $2.5 million trade right there. So let's see if that was a buy or a sell. And to do that, we got to look at the AMC chart, the 1 minute chart. So this was done at 10:22. Okay, and we see here where my cursor is, this is 10:22. So as soon as this trade was made, the stock goes flying up. So that tells me that this was a buy. Somebody bought these calls. So somebody put $2.5 million, somebody bet $2.5 million that AMC will be above 145 by December 17th. Probably an institution or just an ape with too much money. No guarantee that it will be above that, but you know, somebody put some big money on this, so somebody's pretty confident about that. And it also could just be a hedge against their short positions. If an institution has a big short position, maybe they just made this trade so in case things go wrong and they get squeezed, they have these call options to fall back on. So you know, the L won't be too bad. The losses won't be too bad. So you know, you guys do what you want with that information. Not financial advice, but somebody bet 2.5 million that AMC will be above $145 by December 17th. Dave and Buster's made it on Wall Street Bets. Yeah, I did see that a lot today. What was it? Play, ticker Play, PLAY. I was looking at the chart. I was like, it doesn't look that good to me. I mean, maybe I got to do more DD on this, but I'm just looking at the technicals. Seems like a pretty average, decent stock. Nothing too crazy about it. But I did see, yeah, on Wall Street Bets, a lot of people were doing Yolos on Dave and Buster's, some DDs. So I have to look more into that later. But I really don't see it here. I don't see what the big deal is. Okay, next one is MMAT. So this was formerly Torchlight Energy, TRCH, and this officially, they officially merged, and we got this new stock, MMAT. So Torchlight Energy did a 2-to-1 reverse split. So the stock was about $5. It was like $4.95 before the reverse split. So after the reverse split, it opened at $9.97, like $10. And today it finished at $7.96. That's down about 20%. Prediction for the long term for MMAT. Well, I can't say in the long term, and this is like a meme stock, you know, so really unpredictable. But I will say that there was this gap this gap down at $7. So usually when something gaps down, the gaps fill. So if we reverse split that, that'd be $14 for MMAT. So I do think eventually this will come back up to this will come back up to $14 at some point. Can't say when, but usually the gaps do fill. So I would say probably in the next couple weeks to couple months, this will probably go back up to $14. As for the long term, I really can't say. I'm not even gonna try to to make a prediction, because you know, it's a meme stock. This can go flying. This can come crashing down. But I can say with pretty good confidence that at some point I think it's coming back to 14 for MMAT. But you know, on StockTwits, there was a lot of complaining today on StockTwits. A lot of people screaming hold, and a lot of people screaming I'm holding, but I'm losing a lot of money. So, I mean, quite honestly, this was to be expected. You know, TRCH just ran so hot. You know, TRCH ran, you know, from like $2 all the way to $11. You know, like, you really don't think this is coming down? You know, it ran up real quick and then it dumped real quick. So, you know, I feel bad for everyone who FOMO'd in at like $10. That's really nasty. But, you know, a new generation of bag holders is born. Yeah, DD Go. Not sure if you do like technical analysis, but you know, a good way to a quick, easy way for beginners to see if you're entering at a high or a low is the RSI, which is this graph right here, the middle graph. Stands for Relative Strength Index, and it's real easy. If it's above 70, that means it's overbought and overvalued, and you should probably sell or not FOMO. And if it's under 30, that means it's oversold and undervalued, and that's a good time to buy. So not sure when exactly you bought in at, but it was probably somewhere when the RSI was like 70 to 90, you know? So that's like a red flag, like this is time to sell or not to buy. Well, hey, honestly, man, I hope it wasn't for too much money, but hey, we've all been there, you know. And that's honestly the best way to learn. And the only way to learn is to learn from your mistakes. You got to get burned, and you know, you're gonna get burned a lot more throughout your investing career. And as long as you learn from your mistakes and you don't make the same mistakes, you know, it's all right. It's worth holding. Yeah, you know, eventually this will probably come back up to 10, where you bought in at. I can't say how long. If you I'm not sure how many shares you bought, but if you have over 100 shares, you could even sell covered calls against your shares, so you can average down. So, or you could just straight up buy even more right now. What's MMAT at? At 8, so that'd be 4 in Torchlight. So, you could average down at a much lower price. You could bring your average to what is that? To 6 if you bought at 4 or 7. I did a video. It's called Cash Secured Puts, Covered Calls, and the Wheel Strategy. You can go check that out if you want. I talk. That's like some, like, I wouldn't say basic, but pretty beginner level option stuff. People want to get rich fast so they can retire. Yeah, that's why they YOLO in some crazy options play, and then they're stuck working at Wendy's for another 20 years. No options on MMAT? No, there's not. Not yet. MRIN is the real deal, though. Yeah, we're gonna get to MRIN. That's the next one we're gonna talk about. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, DD, go. Appreciate it, man. If you haven't subscribed, not sure if you're subscribed, but if you haven't, consider subscribing. But yeah, honestly, I would say that the best thing to do now is either to sell covered calls against your shares or just average down. Just buy more. Not financial advice, but when you're getting really crushed, you can't be scared. And if you really like the stock that much, then just go ahead and average down. So you could bring your average down to like 6 or 7 or something like that. So it won't be as bad, and you just, you got to hold it till it comes back up. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, bro. If I strike rich, if I strike YOLO rich, I will cash out ASAP and retire forever. That's what you should do, but a lot of apes just, they take their gains and they go YOLO it on something else. And then they're back to square one. So, yeah, that's a smart thing to do. Retire forever. But depending on what type of ape you are, that doesn't really happen. You've seen crazy stuff on Wall Street Bets. People make $1 million and then YOLO the $1 million and then lose it, and it's like, it's totally their fault. But not gonna tell what people to do with their money. Okay. Can't. TRCH is better. And then also, the dividend got paid, right? Apparently the dividend got paid, but still nobody knows how much dividend you actually got paid. So, really confusing stuff here. So, we'll have to see where this goes. MMAT. Yeah, so it's hard to, I can't say what the RSI is for MMAT or well, we can do the volume, but really hard to analyze because we literally got 1 day of data. So I really can't analyze MMAT that thoroughly, but the RSI for TRCH was 53, 54, around there. So it's probably around like 40 something now, if this were still TRCH. So that tells me this is around where it should be. According to the RSI, that's pretty fair market value. Yeah, DD go. You don't see dividend. That's really weird. This whole thing is a mess. It's like they tell everyone the dividend is going to be like $1 to $20, which is a huge range. And then they make you hold through the whole week to qualify. And then now apparently they paid it, but then nobody knows how much it is. So crazy stuff, they need to clarify this stuff. And then this, low roller says He didn't even get his MMAT shares, so I don't know what's going on. This whole thing is a mess. So, I'm not going to call it a pump and dump, but this was a mess. Do I ever YOLO? Like Wall Street bets? Well, depends what you mean by YOLO. Like, I don't throw my whole account in there. The most I would ever throw into a trade is like 10% of my portfolio. I mean, you could consider it a YOLO because, you know, I usually throw like 5 figures on something, which is a lot of money to some people, but it's not my whole account or anything. So I wouldn't say I YOLO. No, I don't YOLO. But it depends what you mean by YOLO. YOLO could mean a large amount of money, or it could mean like throwing your life savings in there. Yeah, I'm not that dumb. I'm not gonna throw my life savings in one play. But if I really like the stock, I will throw a significant amount of money on it. And then I don't do the FDs. You know, you know me. I hate FDs. I don't do FDs. I buy leaps, or I sell puts and I sell calls. So I don't think that's really YOLOing by Wall Street Bet standards. I never YOLO'd in my stock market career. No, I wouldn't say so. No. It's you know, that's gambling. That's not investing. All right, Didi. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, so I really can't analyze MMAT that well because there's only one day of data. But really bad start. Really bad start. First day after the merger and it's down 20%. Good. So we'll have to see what happens with MMAT. But just looking at the TRCH chart, it should start recovering. Not financial advice, but it should start consolidating and start recovering. In the near future, I would say, is my best guess. Okay, so that's MMAT/TRCH. Now let's do MRIN. Oh, wow. Okay. So here's MRIN, Marin software. That finishes at $7. That finishes at $7.50 today. That's up 96.85%. Yeah, in the aftermarket, it's up to 830 now. So still running. Incredible. Wow. Funny stuff. I shorted this last week and I got stopped out. Good thing, because I would have lost a lot more money if I stayed in. And I was even thinking about reshorting. Good thing I didn't. I would have lost a lot of money. Is it time to short it? Logically, I would say yeah, but you know, personally, I'm kind of scared. Logically, yes, this would be a good short, but this is just absurd. Okay. So right now, it's at an all-time high of 750, and in the aftermarket, it's running. So we'll see what the new all-time high is. You know, when this closes at 8 o'clock in the post-market and where it opens at tomorrow. So if it goes to the upside from here, nobody knows where it's going. This is uncharted territory. The market will decide for itself. If this goes to the downside, let's draw some here. So if this goes to the downside, next level of resistance would be 570, 540, 430, and then about 380. The RSI is at 96. And this is before the post-market run. So 96 RSI. This is extremely overbought, extremely overvalued. You know, can't really go much higher than that. Most is 99. Incredible volume today. It did 267 million in volume. That is the highest volume day ever for this stock. So this pump is not a fluke. This is a real pump confirmed by the volume. Okay. So just based on the technicals, one could assume that this is coming back down. It should, you know. The RSI is really up there. That can't be sustainable. The volume has been incredible. You know, we're not going to get another day of 270 million volume. Very unlikely. So the RSI is probably going to pull back. The volume is going to pull back. We got a double gap here. It gapped once. It gapped again. So the gaps need to be filled. So just looking at the chart, this appears like it should be pulling back. But then again, that's what I thought when this hit around 430. I thought it was going to pull back, and then it shoots up to 750. And now it's at 840. So, you know, this is like low-key becoming a meme stock. So, fundamentals, this is not trading according to fundamentals anymore. So, logically, you know, one could assume this is coming back down, but in the current market conditions, anything can happen. So, you know, I definitely wouldn't long this. This would be buying in at this would be buying in at the all-time high. And, it may still keep going, but it's just not really a smart play to do. And if you want to short, based on the technicals, that seems like a good play. But this is a meme stock, so can't guarantee that it's going down. So personally, I would just stay away from this. It looks too dangerous to even take any position, a long position or a short position. But I really want to short it, but I already did once and I got stopped out, so I'm not trying to do that again. Does the small float play any role in the squeeze? Yes, absolutely. The shorter the float, the smaller the float, you know, the easier things are to get squeezed. So that probably had a lot to do with it. So yeah, that's MRIN. Absolutely incredible. We'll have to see where this closes post-market. This might close at like $9. And then in the pre-market, this might keep running. So we'll see what happens with this, but this is mind-blowing. It was already, you know, it went all the way from like $2, 170. And right now it's at 850, and we don't know how high it's going. So, you know, in 1 week, this thing like 5x'd. That's just incredible. So congratulations to everyone who rode this on the way up. Please take profits, you know? At least some. Take some profits. Don't diamond hands hodl this. You got to take some profits. You know, and eventually this is going to come back down, but who knows when that's going to be. Logically, everything says it looks like it'll be soon, but meme stock, who knows? You got in at 3 for a small gain. Yeah, that's rough. Disappointing, you know, but you can't be too upset, even if you made money. But it's like, yeah, I feel you, man. It's like, damn. Could have rode this all the way up. But, you know, I just can't see how, like, if this went to $4, you know, experienced traders, like, would take their profits there. You know, not too many, like, experienced traders would continue to hold this after it already ran from, like, $170 to $4 to $4.30. You know, at that point, it makes logical sense to take your profits. But, you know, this is the market we're currently in. There really is no logic, and fundamentals don't matter as much. Okay, next one, CVM. Okay, so here's CVM Cel-Sci Corp. This was trending today, not in a good way, but this was trending today on StockTwits. It finishes at $13.69. That is down 45.41%. Good. Yep, disgusting. But there was news as to why this went down so much. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so it says shares are trading lower following data from a phase 3 study of Moltkin. I think that's a disease. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Showing a 14.1% 5-year survival benefit in groups receiving surgery and radiotherapy for cancer. So, apparently, these were really, really disappointing clinical trials results for their cancer drug. So the market reacted very, very negatively to this, and it went all the way from, you know, $27, and it hit 9. It recovered from 9, but it went all the way from 27 down to 9. That's absurd. You know, at one point this was down 66%. You don't really see that. You don't see that much. But I will say, I did sell puts on this. You know, take advantage of the volatility. So I sold puts for the 10 strike for 3 weeks out. So, and those were, I should have screenshotted it, actually. But I sold those for $75 each, and I got 6 of those. So in 3 weeks, if this stays above $10, I get to keep my $450 in premium. And if this goes below $10, then I get to keep my $450 in premium, and I have to buy 600 shares at $10. How about start a short position now at MRIN? Yeah, bro. I mean, honestly, logically, it seems like a good idea. But it's scary stuff, you know? It's scary stuff. I really don't know I really don't want to say what to do, because yes, logically you should short it, but it's, what happens nowadays with these meme stocks. It's absolutely nuts. So personally, I'm probably going to stay away from that. But logically, I would say yes, it makes sense to start a short position in MRIN. But hold off. This might keep running, like in the pre-market and the post-market, in the post-market and in the pre-market tomorrow. Okay. Right now this is trading between the rectangle, the sideways channel of 15 and 13. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 15, 1660, 18, 1940, 21, 22, 2340, 25, and then 27, which is what it was starting today. And then if it breaks 27, this could take off, Next level of resistance after 27 is 35 and then 41. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 13 and then 1170. Highly doubt it's going to go below 1170. It briefly broke that today, but came right back up, and it seems like there's really strong support at 1170. So just looking at this chart, it seems pretty bullish. There's a lot of upside potential and not too much downside potential. Not financial advice, but that's what the technicals say. The RSI is currently at 31, and this was below 30 earlier in the day. So this is oversold right now and undervalued, according to the RSI. So this could be a good time to buy in. Not financial advice, but according to the RSI, this is oversold and undervalued. The volume was 16 million today. So that is a lot of volume. I believe that is the highest volume day ever for this stock, or tied for it. Hold on, guys. Gonna mute for a second. Alright, my bad. Sorry about all the noise, guys. It's crazy today. People blasting music, revving their cars, sirens. And I believe the average price target is like $20 or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but I did see it earlier. It's definitely above the current price. So, disappointing results in their clinical trials, but this could be a good buying opportunity. Not financial advice. And I personally did sell puts on this. So, I'm in this trade. Did I hear Binance is shutting down in the UK? Yeah, I did hear that. Saw a story about that. Quite honestly, it was about time. Surprised it didn't earlier. And Canada, too. Canada was cracking down on KuCoin and Binance and stuff. But, there's ways around that. You could just VPN. Not saying you should, but you definitely can. I've done it. I've been on Binance and KuCoin. Don't tell anyone, guys. But Yeah, it's shutting down legally, but you know, there's still gonna be a lot of VPNing going on and stuff. Um. So yeah, that's CVM. Uh, really nasty day today. Really bad news. But when you see a move like this, when you see a sell off like this, that could be a good buying opportunity. And this does look like a pretty good buying opportunity. Not financial advice, but based on the technicals and the price targets, looks like a good opportunity here. So that is CVM. I got Binance Coin by using VPN. Uh, Not specifically Binance Coin, but I've traded like Neo and other coins that aren't on the exchanges available to us. But yeah, I've been on Binance, I've been on KuCoin, uh, when I'm not supposed to be, and I'm sure a lot of people are too. Um, it's pretty funny because you can withdraw up to 5 Bitcoin with no identification. You know, like they do not give a crap. you know, Binance and KuCoin. They know exactly what's going on. They're just like, oh, we're playing dumb. We don't know what's going on. You know, we can't stop that. They know exactly what's going on. So I don't think it's as big of a deal as people are making it out to be. I do need to get out of New York, but you can't use Binance anywhere in the U.S. or KuCoin. All right, so that's CVM. Last one is Michael Clark. I already did talk about MMAT, unfortunately, but if you want, you can do the playback. Yeah, I'm pretty much just said. It looks like it's consolidating and um, it's a mess because dividend was a paid out, but nobody knows the dividend, and it's a meme stock, so really hard. It's hard to analyze MMAT because it was the first day of trading, not much data to go off of. But based on the old TRCH data, it looks like it's going to consolidate and recover after consolidation. Now, low roller, Binance US is available in some states, not Binance like the Binance, the first Binance. Binance US is available, but anywhere in the US you can't use the Binance site. You can use Binance US, which sucks. So, no point in that. Okay, last one. NTLA. Okay, here is NTLA, Intellia Therapeutics. This finishes at $133.43 today. That is up 50.21%. Uh, there was a reason for this. NTLA. Uh-oh, public offering. You know what that means. Okay. Um, yeah, so we got the reason why this went up today, we got a few upgrades. It says here, Chardon Research maintains buy rating, $130 target. My bad, no. Chardon Research maintains buy rating, Oh, it was $130. Wells Fargo, adjust price target to $140 overweight. Wedbush upgrades to $130. So yeah, we got a few analyst price upgrades today. And yeah, so why am I lagging? So that's why this stock ran so high today. I guess it got price targets, and then everyone starts FOMOing in. So yeah, and then they just announced a price offering, which is probably why it's going down in the aftermarket. But first of all, there was a gap up from about $90. So, and this lag is really annoying me. Whatever. Yeah, so there was a gap up from $90. So, the gaps usually do fill. So, at some point, I do expect this to come back down to $90. Can't say when, but it does appear that this is gonna pull back to $90 at some point. RSI is at 85, so pretty overbought, pretty overvalued there. And the volume was 22 million today, which was by far the biggest volume day for this stock ever. Like, not even close. The next biggest volume day was like 1.3 million. And it did 22 million today, so incredible volume. This pump was not a fluke. This was confirmed by volume. So yeah, they just announced a price offering, like $400 million. What does this say? Yeah. So the company took advantage of this. They just announced a price offering, $400 million price offering. So based on that, based on the price offering, based on the high RSI, based on the volume, the high volume, all the technicals, the gap up, one could assume logically that this is going to come back down. Can't say how much, but in the short term, this is probably going to come back down. So personally, I'm going to look to short this tomorrow. Looks like an easy short here, easy opportunity for easy money. Not financial advice, but personally, I'm probably going to short this one. Yeah, just all the technicals are there. This looks like a really bearish chart right now, according to the technicals. So if this goes to the downside, well, if this goes to the upside, nobody knows where it's going. That'd be uncharted territory at that point. The market will decide for itself, but really unlikely that this is going to go to the upside much further. Now, if this goes to the downside, and we don't have much data here, but the next level of support would be, well, next level of support would be 122. And then if it breaks that, this is coming all the way back down. Then it would be 86, 80, 75, 69.3, 63, and then 57. So, a lot of downside potential here, not that much upside potential. So very, very bullish looking chart here. So, I'm just going to say this is probably coming back down significantly. And I'm going to put my money in this one. Really not much else to say about this. Your typical biotech stuff. Your typical biotech shenanigans going on, either when good clinical data comes out or price targets come out, and then that sends the stock flying up, and then typically we see significant pullback after that. So, that's a pattern that happens with biotech stocks, so I'm just going to say that this is probably going to happen for this stock too. And I'm going to take advantage of that. This is a good opportunity to short, so that's what I'm going to do. But other than that, really not much else to say. Wall Street is really bullish on this. According to their price targets, 133 is about where it should be, but this is probably gonna pull back before it gets back up to that. And especially with this price offering, don't know at what price they're gonna offer the shares at, but based on all the technicals, this is probably coming back down. So congratulations to everyone who rode this on the way up and made tendies today. But looks like the party's gonna be over soon. So please take profits. And if you want to short, I support it. I'm gonna be in there. So that is NTLA, Intellia Therapeutics. Is Viacom merging with Roku? Probably not with Roku, but Viacom is a big target for acquisition from other players like Apple and Netflix and Amazon and maybe Comcast. And Roku is also people are looking to acquire Roku, but they don't have that much content. They're just like a streaming service. But there's a lot of rumors about Viacom being acquired soon, which I hope so because I'm a big Viacom bull. ATOS. Yeah, bro, honestly on ATOS, it's probably coming down, but not like a hard crash like you see with these other biotech stocks, so this is probably going to slowly pull back. That's my best guess. MRIN. Yeah, still running. Incredible. God, I really want to reshort this, but my discipline is telling me don't do it. Stick to the biotech. Avoid these meme stocks. But this is absurd. But anyway, yeah, guys, that is the analysis for today. Let's get to the Yolos. Alright. Okay, so today we got Wish, Virgin Galactic, Alibaba, and Viacom. So this first one is by Cytokin Storm. They say 250K worth of Wish calls. YOLO. Okay. So I wanted to show this one because this was a Leaps, and I like this one. And this was in the money call here. in the money, and leaps. So they have 325 calls for Wish expiring January 21st, 2022 at the 750 strike. So already way in the money. Wish is at like 15 or something like that. So yeah, 750 call, 750 strike, already way in the money here. And already they're up 21K. They're up 8.33% already. Now, yeah, I like this play a lot. You know, this was a leaps, which I always encourage people to do when buying options. I always say don't buy FDs. That's probably not going to work. Always buy at least 6 months out to give yourself time for your play to work. That's called a leaps, when you buy at least 6 months out. And that's what this guy did here. He bought pretty much exactly 6 months out. So I really like that play there. I like the expiry date. As for the strike price, I like that too. Personally, I don't really go for in the money calls, or I don't go for in the money options that much. 1 second, guys. Here we go again. Sorry. Alright, my bad. Okay. Yeah, so personally, I'm not... personally, I don't really go for in the money options that much, because at that point, it's kind of like trading the stock. You get a little bit of leverage, but it's pretty much like trading the stock. You know, when delta is close to 1, it trades like the stock. So, you know, you buy out of the money to get leverage. So when you buy in the money, you don't get too much leverage. But it is very, very safe. So what this guy did here was a very safe play. You know, bought leaps. So gave himself time for this to work. And then he bought in the money. So this is very unlikely to not work. This is very unlikely to go bad. So, you know, as long as Wish keeps going up by 2022, by January 2022, this guy looks like he's in really good shape here. Already up 21K, already up 8.33%. So in the next 6 months, as long as Wish continues to go up, he's going to make more tendies. So very well done here. I love this one. Very well executed. Nothing really bad to say about this. Nothing bad to say about it. So, Cytokin Storm, congratulations to you so far. Great play here. I really, really like this one. Very well executed. Very well done. So, good luck to you in the future. And eventually, please post updates. Alright, this one is by Ejaculation. He says, broke college kid, wish YOLO. Apes don't fail me now. Okay. So, the reason I'm showing this one is because this is a good example of selling puts, or selling options in general, but he sells puts here. And you don't really see this too often on Wall Street Bets. Everyone buys options. Nobody really sells options. But I'm a big fan of selling options. I do it a lot personally as a strategy. It's a good way to make small, consistent gains rather than and it's relatively low risk, and that's the opposite of high risk plays that potentially can pay you off really big. But here, he sold 650 puts, all expiring this Friday, July 2nd. He has 325 sells for the 13 strike, and then 325 sells for the 12.5 strike. So, the way selling puts work is that if the stock finishes above the strike, then you just keep the premium, and that's it. But if the stock goes below the strike, then you are then forced to buy 100 shares per contract. So right now, this guy's in really good shape. Wish is at like 15 right now. So very in the money. And it looks unlikely that Wish is going to go below $13 by Friday in 4 days. So cash collateral. So if we do the math, so if we do the math, as long as Wish stays above $13 by Friday, July 2nd, this guy is going to profit 12K. Really, really fat tendies there. Only thing is, I certainly hope that he has enough money in case this goes below 13, because then he would have to buy 65,000 shares of Wish, which I don't think he has the money for that. So if that does happen, he's going to get margin called and liquidated, which is really, really bad. So, usually selling options is a relatively safe strategy, but when you do stuff like this and you go on margin, that can also go really, really bad. So I like the play itself with the selling of the puts, but as far as borrowing on margin, I really don't like that. That's not a good idea. And I'm just saying that because I've done this before where I've sold options on margin and things went really bad, and then and then they go, "Where's my money?" Your brokerage is like, got to pay up now, and then it hurts a lot. So I learned from personal experience. Well, first of all, don't ever use margin, but especially don't ever use margin when selling puts or selling options. So, but besides that, he does appear to be in really good shape. Wish does seem like it's going to finish above 13 by Friday, by July 2nd. So if it does, he makes 12K. Fat tendies. If not, that can go really bad. But yeah, I just wanted to show it as an example of selling puts, selling options, because you don't really see that too often. So, ejaculation. I like the play, man. So, congratulations to you so far. I like the play. It seems like you're going to make the fat tendies this week. It seems like these are going to expire worthless. But, be careful, man. That's all I'll say. Because playing with margin is no joke. And eventually, if you keep doing this, it will go bad eventually. So, it hurts a lot when that happens. I'm just saying that from personal experience. So, just please be cautious. But other than that, I like to play, and Congratulations on the tendies so far. It looks like you're going to make some fat tendies on this. So good luck to you, man. And please post updates when this finishes on Friday. Okay, this one is by Your XK. They say they say Virgin Galactic did me good. Okay, this was an insane trade here. So this is already done. This expired last Friday. This is some gain corn here. Corn with a P. I can't say the word on YouTube. So they had 100 call options for Virgin Galactic at the $52 strike, and it already expired last Friday, June 25th. So this was a $400 YOLO. $400 YOLO. And that finishes up $40,000, $40,600, 40.6K. That is up 10,150%. So, that's just absolutely absurd. I mean, really fat tendies. I'm really happy for this guy. But I will just say this is not typical at all. Please don't expect results like this. It usually does not happen. Sometimes it does, right here. Sometimes you get lucky. This guy got really lucky. But typically, it doesn't happen, and typically, you're going to lose all your money, when making risky plays like this. Now, I'm not quite sure when he bought these. But it seems like it was pretty early on. So I'm just going to assume it was like near the bottom, around like $20 or something. So, I mean, I guess the strike is acceptable. Well, this seems like this was pretty lucky, honestly. It just seems like they put a relatively small amount of money, and they set their strike way out there at 52. It was very unlikely that this was going to go to 52, but it did, just due to catalysts, breaking news, and shorts covering, squeezing. So, honestly speaking, this wasn't really a great play. In terms of I can't really say for the expiration date because I don't know when they bought these. But, buying way out of the money in a relatively short amount of time is usually not a good play. So this really doesn't seem like a good play to me. However, sometimes it does work. Like here. And even when it does work, it usually doesn't pay off this much. You usually don't make, 10,000% gains. That's really not typical. So please don't expect anything like this. But, hey, here it did work, and I'm very happy for this guy, and this is great entertainment. So, really not much else to say about that. Really not much else to say about that. It's already over, and he made his tendies. But overall, this was a pretty ape play, and I don't really recommend doing this, because usually you're going to lose your money. But your XK, congratulations to you, man. Really, really fat tendies. Really happy for you. Thank you for posting. Great content. Very entertaining. Good luck to you in the future, man. All right, two more. All right, this one is by Aggravating News 3412. They say Baba YOLO update going for 3x. All right. So this was for 2154 call options for Alibaba, expiring this Friday, July 2nd, at the $240 strike. How much was this? 65. So this was a 180K YOLO, and they're already up 65K. They're up 36% on this. So, yeah, this was a really ape play. This is an FD that's paying off really big so far. So for this to finish in the money, Alibaba has to be above 240 by this Friday, July 2nd. Alibaba is currently at 230, so it's not in the money right now. So, and full disclosure, I have a position in Alibaba, so I do want Alibaba to go up. But realistically speaking, this is a really dangerous play. I don't like this one at all. This was a super ape FD YOLO. The strike price is acceptable because right now it's at 230, so 240 is not that far off from 230. So okay, I can agree with the strike price. But this is an FD. He just bought these today, and they expire in 4 days. So this could have went really bad. It just so happened that it went pretty good today. Now, just because he made 36%, just because he made 65K in a day, does not mean you should do this, because typically this doesn't happen. And I certainly hope that he sells these pretty soon, because yes, Alibaba can go above 240 by this Friday. But there's a really good chance that it won't either. So I certainly hope that he sells. I certainly hope that he sells. Because even if he can make more money, even if there's more potential for profits, you really can't get too greedy here. Already up 65K, already up 36%. I don't know what more you want. And if he does in fact hold, there's a really good chance that he's going to lose his 65K gain, and then also lose the initial cost basis of 180K. So, all around, not the greatest play here. Really ape play. This was an FD, but it worked out so far on the first day. And personally, I would just cut this. I would take the gains and run before this goes really bad. It might not, but good chance it will. So, I don't recommend anyone do this, but sometimes it works, as we see here. See, what you don't see is people doing stuff like this, but they don't post it on Wall Street Bets. They don't post their losses. The real apes do, but most people don't. Trust me, there's a lot more losses than there are gains when it comes to YOLOs. So, not the greatest play. The strike is okay. The expiration is bad. The FOMO is bad. The entry point, the FOMO, that's bad. But hey, it worked out here. So, aggravating news, 3412, congratulations to you. This takes a lot of balls. I wouldn't be able to do this, but, you're a true ape. A true ape. So I certainly hope you sell before Friday. That'd be the smartest, logical thing to do. But no matter what, please post updates. Looking forward to see what you do with this. Thank you for posting. This is highly entertaining. Great content. Alright, last one. This one is by Parzival787. They say Viacom going to make or break me. $50 by end of week. Okay, full disclosure. I do have a position in Viacom, so I'm rooting for this guy. But realistically speaking, I don't know if this is going to $50 by the end of the week, although I certainly hope so. So we see here, they have 165 call options for Viacom, all expiring next Friday, all expiring in about 3 weeks. Yes, all expiring in about 3 weeks on July 16th. He has 110 calls for the 50 strike, 25 calls for the 48 strike, 20 calls for the 46 strike, and 10 calls for the 60 strike. So these are FDs because he just made this play today and they expire in 3 weeks. Right now, well, this was a 20K YOLO. Well, this was a 19.5K YOLO, $19,000. $19,500 YOLO, and right now he's up $3,500. That's 18%. Okay. So again, I have a position in Viacom, so I certainly hope that this rockets up. But honestly speaking, I don't know. That's kind of unlikely. I mean, I think it hit 48 earlier. But, this is just too risky. Like, I would really like this if the expiration date were further. If these weren't FDs, if these were leaps. Like, if this expired in January, I'd be like, oh yeah, absolutely. Great play here. But this is pretty risky stuff. Because the strike prices aren't that bad. Well, the 60 strike is a little bit out there. But, 50, 48, 46, those are pretty reasonable strike prices. But, not that much time to hit those strikes. So, this is pretty tough here. This is a pretty tough position, but at least he's not down money. He's up money, so tough position while being in the money, while having profits. That's always good. So if all else fails, you can just cut and, hopefully still be in the green. But at this point, personally, I think the best thing to do is to continue to hold and, keep riding this on the way up. And if this goes to the downside to the point where you're actually in the red, at that point, you got to consider cutting. Hopefully this keeps going up, or if it does go to the downside, you can still get out while you're in the green. But as soon as you go in the negative, that's when it's time to cut. I think that'd be the best play here. Keep riding this and, put like a trailing stop or a stop loss on it. I think is the best thing to do, is the best way to play this. So, pretty good strikes. I can get behind that. I'm not a big fan of the expiration dates. I'm not a big fan of the FOMO. But this is a pretty decent play. Kind of risky, but not the worst. If the expiration were further out, this would be a really good play. I would really like it. But this is an FD, and I don't like FDs. But all in all, not the worst play in the world. Just a little bit risky. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's the best way to go about this. Continue to ride it, and if it starts going down, then you got to cut. And if you play it like that, even if this goes to the downside, you're not going to lose money. You'll be up with a small gain, or you can just cut at break even. So Parzival 787, thank you for posting. Great content here. Pretty ballsy play, but I like it. And I'm rooting for you, man. I hope Viacom goes up, because I got Viacom. Great content. Thank you for posting. Good luck to you, and please post updates. I want to see how this goes. Alright, guys, and that is the show for today. Honestly speaking, I don't think it was the greatest show. A lot of noise, a lot of distractions, but I'm kind of OCD about the show, you know. But a lot of interruptions, so I apologize for that. But, hope you guys enjoyed, either way. So, anything else before we sign out? Well, I appreciate that, Zakaria. Yeah, the content itself, like the analysis and the Yolos, that was pretty decent, but there's just so much noise outside. It's really pissing me off. But hope it wasn't too bad of an inconvenience for you guys. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.